My name is Chris Englehart. This is another long, well, I'm not going to make this one long. This is another video I figured I had to post because, well, for some reason, I guess I'm just not getting the kind of action I wanted on these videos, you know. And you may think, well, that's just a selfish move. You're just looking for something. You're looking for attention. You're looking for money. You're looking for fame, glory, all those great things. Celebrity status, man. Yeah, that's what I'm aiming for, definitely. Um, I'm aiming to have a voice. I don't have a voice for a lot of young men, young women, or even men and women my age that have struggled their whole entire childhood into their teens, into their 20s, and they've been suppressed by greed and envy and absolute disgust and pure evil. I I have never experienced such evil in my life. I didn't think that it was quite possible. In fact, that I thought that most of the time the evil was around me, as I always thought that that's why all the bad things were happening to me, and all the things that in my life that I seem to, I would I would say I would have a little pity for, but there's just a lot of things in my life that just made it a little bit more difficult, and I'm just gonna briefly tell you why and how. And if you don't know who I am, and if you saw my first videos and you're kind of like, all right, he's whatever, because I mentioned that the alcohol and drug use. Well, I mentioned that is because I'm an addict. I've been that way my entire life. I was born that way. It's just something that I just figured out one day. I was like, you know, I'm addicted to most everything. If it makes me feel good, I like it. If it's something that is gonna make my brain go, that's a little bit better than before, then yeah, I might be just a little addicted to it. I might deny it a little bit, but there's some things I'm addicted more than others, and alcohol happens to be one of those. And I can't really function that well on alcohol, and I have had a relapse recently, but I'm not really currently in an active drinking phase. I'm actually not doing any drugs, and contrary to belief, um, everything that you've seen or have heard and the way that I felt has been pure pain and anger, and the fact that I have not shed a tear is because I literally was drowning in tears for I I literally ran out of tears. If anybody can tell you, it's my friend Bailey, but because she's been around me the most lately. But anyone that knows me well enough will tell you that I will cry in front of anybody, and I will always be a shoulder. I'm always someone um, that you can talk to, because I'm a man of empathy. I'm a man of heart. I'm a man of not wanting somebody to feel pain, to feel hunger, to feel stress, to not feel content, and just always worrying about a dollar. I understand our society is about money, and we have to make our money to live. I understand, and there's got to be some sort of an economy. We have to have it. We just have to have it just to be stable and to maintain a healthy way of living. Just my problem is I'm a math guy, and I'm not understanding why the top end's so top heavy. Um, but I guess that's just me. It just seems like, because my dad's friends got me in the weed selling game right away, man. If it'd been that top heavy in the weed game, man, I probably wouldn't have lasted as long. So when my dad went under in his business, I went and had, something to supplement my alcohol addiction, which was, totally my fault, obviously, because I had to continuously go in and out of nut wards and treatment centers to realize just one day that I had to just unload. And I don't mean like what you think when I'm talking about my bunghole. No, I'm not talking about that. I know what you're thinking. But I just want people to know I make jokes about that because it's been my way of like coping with it my entire life. I mean, you gotta understand, that's how I coped with it. That's a coping mechanism. This isn't me on drugs being weird like a Tasmanian devil. Come on, man. Anyone who knows me, I'm way better than that. I'm a good man. I'm a man of my word. Contrary to what my dad will say, or maybe if he if he has the balls to post on here, because if I was him, I'd go hide in a cubby hole, because he's been afraid of me for years. I can't imagine what a guy that he would admit to being afraid of, because me, hell no. And I don't, why would you be? I mean, but I guess I'm not him. I'm not, I could care less really anymore what I look like. I don't care about my hair anymore. And I don't care about my constant, look, just seeking people's approval. Just wanting people's opinions to matter. Wanting my life to be subject to, someone else's control. I can't even control myself. I have trouble with myself. Like, why? Why, man? And then I try to believe and trust in other people. That's just sabotage. That's insanity. That's just stupid. And the quicker that people realize that, the better. I mean, I'm no genius, obviously, and obviously I don't have happiness really figured out, and I'm lucky to even be in bed right now. I'm just happy to be alive. That, like, for once I'm not suicidal. I don't have anything, but I'm not suicidal. I don't want to kill myself, and my family fucking hates me. And why? Because I'm gonna tell the world that they're trying to hide a rape, and then I figure out my hometown. That's right. You guys, that rape that you guys covered up, the cops did. Remember, Mom? The guy that I broke his nose so bad that it looked like it was painted to his face. Because I'm a big brother, a protector. But no. And you go, well, you're just trying to be a tough guy. No. I wasn't trying to be a tough guy. I saw my sister's pants, the crotch of her pants, full of blood. I said, Dad, let me fucking handle that. I will take care of that. That's disgusting. And I did probably in a way that most people wouldn't understand. A couple headbutts? Yeah. His nose exploded, of course it did. I threw a headbutt from Hong Kong, man. I was like, Hong Kong. And I blasted that nose into smithereens, man. Blasted it down. And I smashed that fucker right to his face, and I said, that's fucking the last time you ever do that, I bet. The cops didn't do anything. I go to court. I'm on probation from an underage. An underage that I got because I was backing up a friend. His last name's Hopper. Mitchell. We get stopped by the police. He drank the same amount of beers as me, and he was driving. His dad's a lawyer. My dad's not. My dad's not even a protector, much less a fucking lawyer. I got an underage. I get taken to my mom's house because I didn't want to go to my dad's, because I hated facing him, because I was afraid of him. And plus, at that time, though, it wasn't necessarily that I was afraid of him. I was afraid I'd probably beat him up if he said anything stupid, because I couldn't figure out why I got an underage drinking ticket and my friend didn't. My mom, I get there, and she's one of the people right now that will tell you he needs to get sober. He needs to go to treatment. This is the lady that the cop takes me there for an underage to drop me off and have me taken into custody of an adult. And she can't answer the door because she's so drunk and stupid. And there's some guy in there, and then she's got like half a gallon of Lord Keller sitting on the counter. She's got beer everywhere. And I'm like, man. And then I almost got tased because I got in an argument with the cop as to why I got underage, and the guy driving didn't even get a ticket. His car didn't even get towed. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? That's the Watertown Police Department for you. Shout out. That's a true story. Go ahead and ask him. Because if he lies about it, if it ever became a subject to a lie detector test, I'd be so happy to take one. I'm sure his dad would probably hate refusing one, since I don't know what the statute of limitations on that. If we go, hey man, you gotta come up in here and take one of them dang things, because this is crazy. But that's irrelevant. That shit's irrelevant. All of that's irrelevant. That's proving the point that I was backing up a friend, and I had a knife pulled on me, and I was threatened with a gun, and I stood my ground, and I said, you motherfuckers, you better run. And he did. He was scared, and he had a knife. He was scared of me. Right, Tim? Joshy. This whole thing is insane. My sister trying to cover up everything. I don't even know where this goes. Just trying to protect myself. I've been trying to protect my sister since day one. She's been getting raped. I watched her get what we called house. And this was a house that my dad would take us to. This is a house that, this was an employee of his who, I don't know if it's like, if he just had some medical issues that everybody was doing this, but he was peeing the bed, and he had a kid that I guess wasn't potty trained like by like 9, 10 years old, so, or whatever how old it was, and I don't know, he peed everywhere. He peed in the tub instead of the toilet. So basically, the house just smelled like urine, and that was like the house that my dad was taking me and my sister to just hang out, so he could go in the garage with this guy and smoke the reefers. And then he claims to me that that's all he smoked was weed. He ridicules me. He's like, "Oh, I've only smoked weed and I don't ever buy it." I'm like, yeah, but I wish you would just buy it. Like, I'm gotten to the point where I'm going to buy it for you. My dad's the type of guy that, like, you walk in the house and he's like, if he's in his underwear with a bowl, like, hanging out of his mouth, you're good. You're good probably for a few hours at least. Especially if he gets hungry, you might actually get a decent meal out of the motherfucking deal. But if that's it, if he's out, once he's out and he don't have his best friend Todd, he's got his best friend Todd coming over. The old Todd. Sorry, excuse me. Should I use different names for the faces? Because I would hate to go to jail. I'd hate to get a charge. Because I'm really fucking worried about that. Because you want to know what? I really don't give a shit. I could care less. You put me away, put me in jail. I don't care, as long as it saves a kid's butt. I don't care. If a little boy like me doesn't have to go hang out in a piss garden while you smoke weed in the garage, will you frickin' just be a piece of shit? And you make me feel like scum. I wanted to hang out with my buddies on the other side of town.